Howdy, my name is Anthony.
Hi, my name is Azhalia.
Together we're
De Los
De Los
Santos! Well, welcome back to our channel. Last week we started a keto diet, and today is day 8, and we wanted to follow up.
I guess we started off on day 1 with our weight measurement. I'd say we're just going to do our weight. I think I was 157.
Yes.
And yesterday when I weighed myself, I was down to 149. So that's 8 pounds lost. And
Woo-hoo!
Yay! In 1 week, I didn't expect to lose too much weight, but that's it.
I didn't expect to lose maybe a pound or something.
Yeah. I think the expectations we set was like if we lose weight, it'd be 2 pounds per week. But Azhalia got even better results than me. So you started at?
I started at 131 and I'm 120. Yesterday and today. I weighed myself yesterday and today. And
so you lost 11 pounds.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay! Definitely, I felt a difference in my runs and in my knees. Just those 11 pounds.
So we did run this week. We're in the middle of training for a virtual half marathon. And I think we asked my dad for advice on how to get our nutrition right for this. Sunday was a 12-mile run, and his advice was don't do it. And I kind of wish we had listened. It was rough to say the least. Jumping in with not being fully fat adapted and adjusted this keto diet and trying to stick to our half marathon training was rough to say the least.
For me, it was really rough because I'm trying to push myself into training my body and to listen to me, not me listen to my body. And that was really hard during the run because at one point I couldn't even talk. I had to hit Anthony in the back, and he said he didn't even feel it. To slow down and to give me something to eat. And I love Brazilian nuts. That's one thing that we brought. I couldn't even swallow them. I couldn't even enjoy them. It was terrible now being able to taste food.
It was hard.
Yeah.
But do you want to start with earlier in the week with kind of diet and meal planning and how that was?
It was interesting because so far I feel like I love this diet, but I hate it at the same time.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Exactly. I feel the first day of the keto diet, I felt so energized. I think it was the first day, right?
Day 1, I don't think you noticed too much of a difference. I think day 2, after a full day of eating keto, you started to notice things.
Yes, I felt, I was checking my Fitbit to check my heart rate, and definitely a lot of the whole week, it seems like each day was more into the fat burning zone. I felt like so energized. I think there was one of the runs, which was only 3 miles, that was very difficult. But there was another one that it was 6 miles, which it was like a piece of cake. It was a different day, of course. And I had my ups and downs. The worst thing was
sometimes within the same hour.
It was just like I was really, really tired, but I had a lot of energy. I was really positive, and then I was like, I don't want to do anything today. And I looked it up, and of course, it's called like the keto flu. It's nothing like a real flu. It's not like you get fever. It's not like you get like mucus. It's actually those symptoms, like you feel weak. I did feel for a few seconds, not even that long, really, really weak. Like I felt like I was gonna throw up, and I felt like I was dizzy.
And that was the 6 mile run. So you felt really good all morning, get the 6 miles in, felt really good throughout that, pretty good, energized. I think you took a shower right after, and then you kind of relaxed in bed, and then you tried to get up, and then you started to kind of go downhill from there. Is that?
Yeah, because I felt really, really hot, and I thought it was a shower, so I was trying to cool down in the bed, like with the fan. And I got up, and I was fine. And then when I called you, like, I'm not feeling well. And it was scary. I sat down, and I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was Wednesday.
That might be right. Whatever the day the 6 mile run was.
Yeah.
It might have been Thursday. I think we did the 3 mile run Tuesday.
But I also noticed that with things like cleaning the house, light things that I'm supposed to be like resting, not really working out,
Mhm.
was my heart rate was pretty high, like intense workouts. And some days, that was something different for me because I felt like I was losing weight, and I think that's why I lost a lot of weight because I feel like I was already in ketosis in some of the days.
Yeah.
That's when I had
So I
like
guess we'll talk about working out in general. So the week was 24 miles of running. It was 3 miles Tuesday, 6 miles Thursday, 3 miles Friday, and then 12 miles on Sunday.
well, we should talk about the 12 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but one thing Anthony didn't mention and I didn't mention was that it was super super hard. It was harder than our first half marathon.
Yeah, I would say usually what we say is our hardest run was our first 5 miles that we had to do. I think this 12 miles was harder than that.
Yes.
5 miles in, I think we're both about ready to call. Well, I think you were ready to call it a day. I was starting to feel good, actually.
Well, I started to feel better the last
Yeah.
few miles,
Mhm.
but the first miles I was not definitely not feeling it. No.
So for me, miles 1 through 2, it was all a slight incline, and we were carrying more a backpack each, trying to carry fuel for the run. And we were going probably 2 to 3 minutes slower than our normal pace. We were crawling along. Originally, I thought it was just because of the incline and because of the extra weight, but
And the heat.
yeah. I mean, we started at 5:30 a.m., so it wasn't that hot yet. But
No, but I'm saying like I was like so many excuses that my brain was going through.
Mhm.
It's like, and I was telling Anthony I don't want ketosis. Like I was joking around, like I don't want ketosis to win. We say we're gonna run 12 miles and we're gonna stick to 12 miles, even if it kills us. And then after I was like, I think it might.
And actually, we'll backtrack a little bit. So we did a lot of prep work on how we were gonna fuel the day. Before the actual run, we both had probably 16 ounces of salted water. We had a keto / bulletproof coffee. I think we had a half teaspoon of magnesium as well. Was there anything else? Oh, and we also had an airborne just for more minerals and vitamin C.
Thought we were gonna be outside.
Yeah. And then for the actual run, we had planned, I think, every 45 minutes, taking in 200 calories of nuts. The first batch being Brazilian nuts, and then macadamia nuts, and then walnuts. And then we also packed some seaweed for some iodine and some extra sodium.
The seaweed during the run was amazing.
So we did a lot, and we knew we weren't fully adjusted going into this run, so we did as much as we could, I thought, as far as preparing from a food fuel standpoint. We also had some Prove It. My dad gave us 2 packets of that in case we needed it as like an emergency, depending on how we felt. We took that pretty early on. I think we shared 1 packet, maybe as early as mile 3 or 4. We started drinking it.
That was really sweet for me.
Yeah. What else about fuel? And then we also packed some clip shots, or it's like goo, like some old school carb-based fuel as like super backup in case we needed it. I think we were at a point where physically we probably needed it, but we decided not to take it because we wanted to really stick to the keto side of things and push through it.
I honestly forgot we had it.
Okay, so I guess she didn't know. I assumed Azhalia knew because she was going in the backpack grabbing fuel. I assumed she saw it every time.
It was all the way in the bottom, and I'm short, so I have to like dig. I don't really look in the backpack. Yeah. So yeah, and we drank a lot of water. Usually, I don't drink a lot of water during our runs, even when we do the marathons.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have marathons.
We've done 2. We've done 2 half marathons and 1 full marathon.
Yes. Yeah. I just do a sip of water.
We're slow runners, and when we say runners, we're mostly joggers.
Yeah.
And when we say joggers, we're mostly jogging and walking.
We get there.
Yeah, we get to the finish line.
That's That's what you call me, right? Keturdo?
Yeah. Slow and steady.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about...
Anything else on the marathon?
No, just definitely...
the run, the 12-mile run.
I saw a few videos saying... some of them said not to work out during your first... we're going to adapt it to the new diet. And some of them say, yes, you can, just make sure you're light on the workouts.
Yeah.
I would just advise, just make sure you listen to your body. You don't want to get hurt.
We didn't really listen to our body.
I know.
we kind of just pushed through it.
Exactly.
Even I think at mile 10. 4 or 5, we started asking, going back and forth, like, do we want to do 12 miles or do we want to scale it back to 10? Throughout the whole run, we were trying to figure out how far we actually wanted to run.
Yeah, there was 2 paths, and I remember really clear. Anthony
that
said,
was probably at the 8-mile mark.
Yeah, you say if we take this path, it's 10 and we get home. If we go straight, it's 12 and we get to go home. And then I'm looking at the park and I'm like, 10 and get to go home. And I was like, no, we committed to 12 and I'm a little stubborn. So I said, we committed to 12, we're going to finish 12, even if we have to walk them. And Anthony said, okay, so we're going straight. As we're going straight, I was like, what did I do?
There's no going back, only forward. Yeah.
I already told you, and I want to look bad, in front of you. So I was like, okay, I can do this.
No, and then for me, I felt pretty good. Miles 1 through 2 were like rough. Probably miles 3 to 6 were like, I felt really good. Like I felt I could have gone normal pace or even faster. But beyond that, I was really, I think you started to feel good at the end.
Yes.
Miles 11 and 12 were rough for me. Like I was, usually Azhalia is the one, like, is it time to walk? Like I kept checking my watch. Like, is it time to walk? I'm ready for a walk. It was hard.
I think at that point, my body was like numb. My body was like, this girl's not going to stop. So I might as well just continue.
See, and that the opposite for me. Usually I don't feel too bad during the run, but my feet were feeling it. My left knee and my right hip were both feeling it.
Well, my feet were feeling it. I usually don't feel it on my toes at all, like my toenails. Like people say, like, oh, if you're a runner, your toenails might fall off. Never had that issue. This time, like my toenails were actually hurting. I was like, oh my god,
I didn't know that.
I didn't tell you that, but I felt like maybe my toenails are gonna fall off. I check. I have all of them.
Yeah,
so I'm good.
We have all our toenails.
Okay.
And then I think the rest of the day was pretty lazy on Sunday. Like we didn't do anything.
Oh, and we had Chipotle, and it tasted amazing. We
had a salad bowl with guacamole and.
Yeah, you got rid of all the good stuff.
Yeah. We had to try and make it keto friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it still worked out. It was pretty good, especially because I didn't have to cook. I was really, really tired.
You did have to make a smoothie bowl.
Yes. I don't know how I made it. I was so tired, so mentally drained. But Anthony really wanted that bowl. And like I said, I'm a little stubborn. I told him I'll make it for him. So I didn't want to not make it. Yeah. So that's about...
Anything else about the runs this week? I think mile 3, or the first run, the 3-mile run, definitely saw, I guess, all of our workouts kind of noticed a difference in our performance.
Yes, one thing I want to mention about that was that, like I mentioned earlier, I was looking at my heart rate to see the difference. And at one point, that mile that he's talking about, that 3-mile runs, I was looking at my heart rate, and it was like below 140, and I was like, why am I so tired? Why am I so out of breath? And that's when I was telling Anthony, like, I shouldn't be at this heart rate.
Yeah.
Especially I'll be out of breath at 180, I think. Just pretty high, but I tried to keep it at 150, just fat burning zone. That's it.
I guess the other thing I've noticed this week is the meals are pretty easy, especially when your beautiful wife cooks amazing. Like that makes it a lot easier. She's been watching all kinds of keto YouTube recipe videos and putting things together, which have been amazing. What I found difficult was on Saturday, we went to Trader Joe's and we couldn't look in the bread or the bakery aisle. We walked through the snack aisle trying to find something that we can have. couldn't have my chips, or like my big weakness is popcorn. Can't have popcorn. So that was like,
No, when I went to Costco too, I saw the big popcorn that we always get for you, and I was like, no, I don't think that's keto friendly. So I stick to the list.
Yeah. I think we ended up getting, what is the okra? What is it?
Okra, like dry vegetable.
Dried okra as our snack, which actually is pretty good, but
not too much of it.
Yeah, or I guess meant taste-wise. It's something you can't have a lot of. Like, I think net carbs was like 7 grams or something. So we just have like 1 or 2 pieces and
per bag.
Yeah.
Another thing I learned about some of the videos that I watch is about like type of sugars not to use, and also to, well, pretty much in general, when you're looking at your diet, looking at the quality of the products that you're buying. And yeah, I was looking at a lot of recipes, and not all the recipes in YouTube and out there that say they're keto friendly are keto friendly. Some of them will have.
Oh yeah, just like reading the ingredients on
vegetarian
when you buy something.
Or vegan.
Yeah, but also like reading when we go and we look at stuff, reading the ingredients. Also, probably looking at YouTube videos that say keto recipe. Look at the ingredients, look at the nutrients, the macros, because always good to make sure verify things are what they say they are.
Yeah, but even when we started our vegetarian journey, one of our friends who's vegan, she told us, like, just make sure you read the ingredients, because it says vegan, vegetarian, and then you read it, like, but it contains egg, or it contains cheese. And I'm like, there was this cheese that was supposed to be vegetarian. It was almond. And I was like, oh, awesome. And it says made out of dairy, made out of milk. And I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome. It's the same thing with keto. Like, you have to make sure that if somebody's claiming that it's keto because they're only using almond flour, maybe they don't know that there's a sugar to consider. Some of them use like, oh, but it's keto because it has honey, or like it's keto because it has natural ingredients. But it's just people that might get confused with that whole information of.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you look at that, because I spend a lot of time in videos like, oh, that's not keto, move on. So I spend a lot of time looking at recipes, trying to find things that like Anthony mentioned before, I love food, and I don't want this diet to make me feel like I still can enjoy the things that I do. I think we had tacos one day.
So I think my favorite thing that you made this week was homemade keto tortillas. Those were amazing. I think you've only made homemade tortillas once before this, and these were they were really good. What else did you make? We made mug cakes, keto mug cakes yesterday. Those aren't the healthiest things, but overall for the day, it fits within our macros. Those are really good. I'm definitely going to make those again as a cheat day. So we'll have to eat healthy the rest of the day to make sure it fits. But
for me, my favorite meal was...
Oh, you made some concha. We've made some...
Concha tortillas?
Yeah. Concha galletas. Concha cookies.
Yeah. And actually, even though I feel like we ate a lot of sugar.
Monk fruit.
Yes. I felt like to lose 11 pounds, that says a lot about the sugar, natural sugar that intake. Because before this diet, sugar, I only do natural sugar, and learning about keto and the sugars that you're supposed to have and what it does to your body. I'm concerned about how much sugar I took over the years, because that's something I wasn't able to give up. And I guess I'm ready to give that up.
Cool.
For a while.
for at least the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed the monk sugar.
Monk fruit.
Yeah, monk fruit. But I want to warn you, with the substitute sugars for the keto diet, you have to be really mindful, because it can upset your stomach. It's something new for your body, and just keep that in mind, not to have too much of anything. So try to change things up. If you, I did make agua frescas. I made Jamaica, and last night I made lemonade. Mm-hmm. And that's a really good thing. If you're stuck with soda or sugary drinks, it's just water, a little bit of monk sugar, sugar, and water.
And I think you're saying, as far as sugars, the safest ones seem to be. We're still early on, so I'm sure we'll still learn more. But it seems like monk fruit and stevia are kind of the two that you're saying are.
For me, I feel like those are the ones that people were saying that they recommend, just because it doesn't upset your stomach as much as erythritol or
Erythritol.
Yeah. So I don't trust that one yet. We haven't used it, but I think I'm gonna stick to the ones that most people recommended. I'm not a big fan of stevia taste. I do like the monk sugar.
From now on, if you hear monk, that is short for monk fruit.
I think I'm saying it right. Okay, there might be my accent.
No, you're saying it right. You're just not saying the full thing. But we'll just call it monk from now on.
Monk fruit? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Let's just call it monk fruit. Okay, I'll get it. But it's really important that you look into the sugars and which one do you like. Anthony likes stevia. He doesn't mind the taste. I saw another video that stevia came up with a new upgrade to the recipe, so the taste is different. I guess people were complaining about the taste, not just
Aftertaste?
Me. Yeah. So I'm willing to try the new one and see if it makes a big difference. And what else?
Anything else on your end?
No.
So as far as kind of like documenting our keto journey, I think the next video will be on Saturday, and we'll do another. Go ahead.
I was gonna tell them my favorite meal, and you interrupted me.
Okay. Wait.
Wait. It was my favorite meal that I made this week was the broccoli and sprouts. It was a vegan meal.
Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, olives, pumpkin seeds, tahini,
salt and
pepper, olive oil, topped with avocado and sesame seeds.
You almost got it right.
Oh, I missed something.
It was not olive oil. It was avocado oil.
Okay, avocado.
And it was roasted, and it was so good and crispy, and it was just amazing. To me, that was really good. Like the salad at Chipotle was really good because it was fresh.
Yeah. We've enjoyed a lot of the vegan recipes we had this week, the keto vegan ones. We'll probably offer, I really enjoyed the power bowl smoothie.
Oh, we also did vegan tofu nuggets, and those were really good.
No, that's not vegan. That had egg.
I didn't say it was vegan, but I said I really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
And another thing I enjoyed, I made mayo sriracha, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, definitely. That makes it easy getting rid of ketchup, like mayo sriracha.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do.
You're gonna make homemade mayo soon?
Oh yes,
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about making mayo. Something that I really, really love. I don't know if it's weird. Any mayo lovers over there?
Everybody.
Okay.
If you're not a mayo lover, unsubscribe.
No. No. Since high school, I used to be 98 pounds, and I used to eat mayo and ketchup and fries. And the wrestlers would be cutting weight, and then they would be like, "How can you eat that?" I'm like, "I'm 98 pounds. I can eat this." They would look at me and they would be like hating because they're like,
everybody's cutting weight. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, I still do it. Cool. But no fries in this keto diet.
We gotta make avocado fries. We gotta do that sometime.
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of avocados. Okay, cool. All to you. I can talk all day.
So Saturday we'll do a video like we did for day one with Azhalia's measurements, and we'll give an update on our weight and anything else that's new, maybe some of our favorite recipes. Until then.
Actually, if you guys can comment any.
Did you see her interrupt me? I was like, I was building up to something, and then she just.
He was trying to end the video, so before he ends the video, I just want to make sure that if you guys have any recipes that you like to send or comment, something that you guys really like as a keto diet, please put a comment below. I would really, really appreciate it because it'll make my my search a lot easier. Any ones that you actually tried and really, really liked, I appreciate it, and I can give it a try. And maybe in one of these videos, I can show them to other people as well.
Cool. Before I get interrupted again, we'll call it a day. Would very much appreciate it if you subscribed, liked, and like Azhalia said, comment with recipes you'd like to see us make. Ciao. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.